What's happening there, YouTube? It's your boy, the Cleaver, calling Andrew with my thoughts on WrestleMania 36. Today is Monday, April 6th, 2020. And so a lot of us thought that this WrestleMania was going to quote unquote suck, etc., because of no crowd and just a weird bunch of thrown together matches. But I personally enjoyed this show both nights. I mean, night 2 was a little better for me than night 1, but overall I really thought this was very well done, given the circumstances. We saw a lot of really cool things. I think my favorite thing of the weekend was Bianca Belair showing up to help out Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins after the match. Theory and Garza were holding Montez Ford for Selena Vega to kick him, and she did, and Bianca came down and whooped that ass. And then we saw a backstage promo with them on WWE.com afterwards, and it was a good promo. I really enjoyed it. And at the end of it, Angelo Dawkins was like, man, she don't want the smoke. She is the smoke. I thought the Boneyard match between AJ Styles and The Undertaker was very well put together. I read online a couple different reports that it took about 5 hours for that match to be filmed. But it came off really cool. I know they were, between that and Bray Wyatt, they were supposed to have a real Hollywood theater type setting to it. I know Jeremy Borash was in on the Boneyard match, and if you guys remember, the Ultimate Deletion that he did in TNA was fantastic. So this was a very, very good, well put together match. Overall for the night, I went 10-6 with predictions. So I could have changed a few things, but I'm happy with those numbers. I guess keeps me in the middle. I don't know. We have new SmackDown, or new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, and that is Bliss Cross Applesauce. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross defeated the Kabuki Warriors. That opened up night 1, and then the women's matches, though, I was very, very intrigued by, but I got nothing right on all the women's matches. I missed all 4 women's matches. I was not expecting Charlotte Flair to beat Rhea Ripley. Not whatsoever. That was a real shock. And also Shayna Baszler losing to Becky. But at least with Becky and Shayna was going for the Karakuda clutch, and Becky just kind of rolled back. But with Rhea, she legit tapped out. So where do we go from here? I don't know. Charlotte Flair is going to be on NXT as far as I'm concerned for a while, unless she just shows up and forfeits the title. But I don't see that happening. Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. We saw a new champion crown, so congratulations to Drew McIntyre. And I guess you can say congratulations to Braun Strowman, too, because he beat Goldberg for the Universal Championship. Wasn't really expecting that, but I guess, Bill probably only had a contract through Mania, and Vince doesn't want to continue to pay him, so it is what it is. Strowman's your new Universal Champion. Sami Zayn retained against Daniel Bryan. Otis got the girl, beat Dolph Ziggler, and got a couple smooches from Mandy Rose. Lucky bastard. Aleister Black went over on Bobby Lashley. There's a bunch of black mass in the ring during that match, that's for sure. Morrison versus the Uso versus, I can't remember what Uso it was. I still can't tell them apart. Versus Kofi in a triple threat singles match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. That was a weird concept in a match, but I enjoyed it. it was just weird seeing a ladder match with no people. Like, we've seen other matches, that's cool, but a ladder match, it was just really, really, really weird. Bray Wyatt versus John Cena was done amazingly. So we all knew that this was going to be like recorded in an offset location, but Cena came out first with like it was going to be a normal match. And then we got the Firefly Funhouse thing, and then Bray Wyatt was talking, and he went off in that door that's always behind in the back in the Firefly Funhouse, and the next thing you know, Cena shows up in the Funhouse, and talking to Rainbow and Rabbit, and he's like, hey dude, he went that way if you're looking for him, and next thing you know, he goes to this door, and it's all dark, and we get the Vince McMahon puppet saying that, you know, he needs to have ruthless aggression, and, you know, are you going to have this to be the lead horse of this company, and etc., and if you don't, you're fired. Well, we get pretty much John Cena's debut all over again with Kurt Angle, except with Bray Wyatt, and then he goes to Basic Thugonomics John, and then we get the WrestleMania 30 John, and then we get current day John, and in between there you saw a promo from Saturday night. Basically it was Hulk Hogan and Macho Man doing their Mega Powers thing all over again, which was hilarious. I loved every second of this. We had Macho Mercy Mercy Macho, and oh god, I can't remember what they named Mr. McMahon, but they were puppets on commentary. Like, this whole thing was amazing. Bray Wyatt went over like he should have 6 years ago at WrestleMania 30. Like, I thought this was very well done. We got to see the return of the Fist from SmackDown, like my favorite stage. So that was real cool. It was super weird seeing Cena put his original gear on, being 40-something years old, and, you know, in the shape he's in and everything. It was just really kind of funny seeing that gear on him again. We've seen the Basic Thugonomics thing a couple different times over the last recent years, I guess. So seeing that come back wasn't really anything to write home about. But I like how they did like the three faces of Cena, and they kind of did a different thing with the Undertaker too, because they had that unholy trinity. Like Undertaker said, you, AJ, are going to be the unholy trinity. Well, there was no Trinity. It was just the Undertaker kind of playing a couple different characters, which I thought was cool. I kind of called that in a group chat a week or so ago. But, man, I really enjoyed this. I don't know where they're going to go from here. I know Money in the Bank has been canceled and all that stuff that was supposed to happen next month. Bayley retained her SmackDown Women's Championship in a fatal 5-way elimination match because of Sasha Banks, but we're going to be obviously, hopefully, leading into Sasha versus Bayley because of the outcome of the match. I was really hoping for Lacey Evans, and she was so close, but the only reason she didn't get it is because of Sasha. So this is clearly setting up Sasha versus Bayley. Trying to think what other matches I may have missed. I don't know. I thought it was a really good event, though. I enjoyed watching it. I did a little Skype-along party with some fellow members of the NX team and / Team Aftermatch and Team No DQ. So I thought that was real fun. Hopefully next year we get, you know, all the cool moments and lights, and, you know, we didn't get any pyro. We got lasers out the ass. We saw Rob Gronkowski win the 24/7 championship after jumping off the perch at the Performance Center onto the crowd of people and then pinning Mojo Rawley. I mean, shit, man. You get eliminated Wednesday from the Masked Singer, and then Sunday you're WWE 24/7 champion. So, way to go, Gronk, I guess. What were your guys' thoughts on this show? I kind of could get used to the format of 2 nights because it was 3 hours on the dot Saturday night and then 3 hours and 25 minutes last night for night 2. I can get behind that instead of sitting there for 6, 7, 8 hours like we have in years past. I can get used to this. we talked about last night in our little Skype conversation of how they should do things, and honestly, NXT TakeOver should just be put on Wednesday nights during WrestleMania season. Put it on Wednesday nights, have the Hall of Fame Thursday. Friday night you have SmackDown, or you can move SmackDown to Tuesday for a special and do NXT TakeOver on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday have WrestleMania. There's a couple different things they can do with it, but I mean, I really like the 2-night format, and hopefully they kind of use that from here on out, honestly. I mean, buy one ticket for the show. You buy the ticket, you buy the ticket, you sit in the same seat each night. I mean, it'd work out great. Wrestle Kingdom works out real well for New Japan, so I would maybe try this again next year. I know from a fan standpoint, I really enjoyed the break of it. Like, I mean, I love wrestling, but I can't sit there for 6 hours and watch something. Like 6 hours in a row, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, all right, I can get up and go do something, but then I'm going to miss this or I'm going to miss that. And, I'm not all about that life. But so I really enjoyed WrestleMania 36. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with me real quick on this Monday morning. And you all take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.